President Park is now in Germany on a state visit, and during her 4-day stay, the South Korean leader will carry on her drive towards a well-prepared and successful reunification of the Korean peninsula, with hopes to learn from Germany's own experience. Our correspondent Choi You-sun, who is traveling with the president, files this report from Berlin.
Reunification is the key word for President Park Geun-hye's state visit to Germany this week. Stronger Seoul-Berlin cooperation in inter-Korean reunification was a top issue on the agenda during President Park's talks with German President Joachim Gauck Wednesday. Seeking German support for her trust-building policies on the Korean peninsula and in Northeast Asia, the South Korean leader discussed how Berlin can better share its own unification experiences with Seoul. President Park also visited the Brandenburg Gate, a landmark in Berlin symbolic of German unification. Here, the president is thought to have reflected on her reunification drive. Korean hopes to learn from the German unification experience and seek ways to better prepare for the aftermath of such an historic event are also topping President Park's agenda with German Chancellor Angela Merkel later Wednesday. Speaking to German broadcaster ARD, the South Korean president said she's open for constructive talks with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. She said when she gets a chance, she will tell him economic and nuclear development cannot coexist and that Seoul is ready to help the North Korean people. When asked about her recently pledged reunification preparatory committee, President Park said there should be more exchanges between the South and the North to narrow social and cultural differences and public consensus formed in the South on preparing for reunification. Behind me is the Brandenburg Gate, which President Park visited earlier on this Wednesday. She'll continue with her reunification campaign here in Germany this week by meeting with former officials who are at the center of German unification and by laying out her reunification policies during a speech in Dresden. Choi You-sun, Arirang News, Berlin.